Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, how are y'all? Thank y'all for being here. If y'all are from TikTok when I was live earlier, welcome. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe. If y'all want to become members, definitely join the membership link on my channel page. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, how are y'all this morning? I'm gonna let a few of y'all get in, but we're gonna be talking about subliminal ways to seduce. Anyway, yes, I got my wig back. Sasha gets it Monday through Wednesday. I get it Thursday through Friday and Saturday maybe. Anyway, how are y'all? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so let's get right into it. Get your pens, get your paper. I'm gonna wait. But while y'all getting that, y'all already know I'm getting ready to shout out my my girl Lydia at Ho Cosmetics. She sells Pheromones, which is one of the biggest subliminal ways to seduce. Okay, and let me tell y'all, one of the biggest ways. Now this video is not going to be about this, but I'm just going to tell y'all while y'all gather y'all pens and papers. In the beginning, one of the best ways to seduce subliminally is by pheromones or smells or scents or hormones. So they sent me this new product called Addict, which is supposed to be super potent and powerful. And that's why I'm not even going to open it, because I don't want nothing to go down today. But this is supposed to be a very concentrated version of the pheromones to make men really want you in a bad way. So you have to actually answer a questionnaire, a list of questions, to make sure that you're able to use this in the correct way. They're just not selling it all out to everyone. So yes, pheromones, definitely get this. I'm gonna link it. Y'all use my code SheRa if y'all are gonna purchase from there. This is called Addict, and this is the most potent thing that they have. Okay. It's sold out. Oh my gosh. Okay, if it's sold out, make sure that you're signing up for their newsletter so you can see when it comes back into stock. But if they're sold out, I recommend to get Press Him instead. This makes them feel like they're falling in love with you. And this is also a subliminal way to seduce because it's pheromones. Okay. Get Press Him and also Liquid Finesse if you can. But Press Him makes him feel like he's falling in love with you. Okay. They're sold out of the Addict, which they should be because it's the most potent thing. Maybe they have a wait list or a newsletter you can sign up for. But definitely use my code SheRa when you check out and you'll save some money. Okay, so y'all got y'all's pens and papers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Place to go freestyle for you today. You got your Ho Cosmetics on with pheromones. Okay, ma'am, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hit up those driving ranges. Hit up those expensive gyms. Go to the rich area of town. Hang out in the Whole Foods. Go and walk around the shopping centers. Get around where people are doing rich activities. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so let's get into the subliminal ways to seduce. Okay, try to stick to the topic so I don't forget what I'm saying, or the video topic is going to be lost. Don't ask me questions about your dusty. I don't care. Okay, you already know what I'm going to say. So let's stick to the topic and subject today, y'all. And if y'all see people asking questions, just help them and answer them in the comments for me. Let's stick to the topic. We don't care about your dust. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, let me show y'all something. Oh, dang, I have to move. Oh, anyway, behind this little partition, hold up the partition, please. Okay, this partition right here is subliminal. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about that later. Y'all see this music sheet right here? I have a music stand with a music sheet on it with some sheet music, right? And that's right by the bathroom. And do you know how many times people go to the bathroom a day? Okay. Do you know what the title of the song is on that sheet music? And do you know what the symbols of music represent? Now we're going to get a little deep here. The tones, the frequency, the energy. The name of the song on that sheet music is called You Are Mine. I don't know how it goes. I never tried to play it, but that's the name of the song on there. Okay. And so every time somebody walks into that bathroom, unknowingly knowing what it's there for, that's what they're going to read. And all those little music notes on those scales are going to resonate with their mind, their frequencies, their subliminal symbol catcher. That's what we're just going to call it. And there you go. Okay. So that's there. It's just for decoration though, right? So did you write that down? You can print out some good old sheet music online, get your little music stand or get it in a frame and put it on a wall. That's one way. Okay. Another way, y'all see how my room is dark and light, brown or dark, or it could be black and white. I'm the balance. I'm good and bad, baby. Okay, and you know it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So that contrast right there, that okay, yin yang, okay, Kim, yin yang in this thing, is telling you, y'all, they're mowing my lawn, so if y'all hear some noise, I'm sorry. It's telling you, I'm not all good, but I'm not all bad either. Sprinkle, sprinkle, okay? So don't expect me to be all of this and that. But okay, so on my vanity, so use your colors, use your contrast, use titles and things, maybe songs you're playing, as your decor or as your ambiance as your music. I have decorated my room in such a way where it looks very royal, glam, yin yang, dark light balance. I have a lot of gold in here now, and I have a lot of angelic cherub goddess like stuff because I'm giving off the subliminal message that I am a goddess to be worshipped. I am the prize. I am royal. So people treat you how you treat yourself. So this is why also, your environment and how you decorate it is very important to anyone outside looking in, especially if you are living with a man or if you have company or whatever. This is what the image that you're giving off subliminal messages that you are royal, you are divine, you are a goddess, but don't mess with you because you got a dark and a light side. Okay. And they may not be understanding all this, but this is what you're giving with the subliminal messaging. Okay. So they know it already. It's in their mind. Now, with the sheet music that I have on my music stand, the title of the sheet music says "You Are Mine." And every time they walk into that door every time they walk into the bathroom door, they subliminally read that whether they're reading it or not. Okay, so if y'all ladies want to do that or hang it on a wall in a frame, great, wonderful. I'm going to be talking louder because they're mowing the lawn. In my bathroom, it looks like, mermaids, ocean, blues, refreshing, and y'all know the symbol of mermaids, very sensual, very seductive, all of that. So you want to keep these archetypes, these symbols, and these subliminal messages all around. It also allows whatever man you're with to treat you that way. Yes, Siren. So Mm-hmm. Keep your environment giving subliminal messages to whoever is in your environment, so they don't forget who you are or mistake who you are. This is how you seduce them slowly, because what you're reinforcing is that you're a goddess, you're divine, you're both good and light, and nobody likes all a good girl, and nobody just likes 100% bad girl. They like that mystery. You know what I'm saying? I have roses, I have like feathers, and this is giving off feminine as well. So surround yourself with feminine items. So when someone sees you, or like even if your robe just has some little feathers on it or some little fur, it's giving soft feminine, and that's how they will treat you. You know, if you're wearing some ratty old sweatpants and a dirty t-shirt and a bonnet, that's how they're going to treat you. But if you're walking around, gliding around in a silk satin robe with feathers and stuff on it, that's how they're going to treat you, like a goddess. And it's giving subliminal message that you're expensive, you're divine, you're feminine. And if you don't, another one will. Okay. It's everything. This is why women have to do this. Y'all know? Also, you know, subliminals. Now, if y'all are trying to get somebody to marry you and y'all want to put that in his subliminal mind, marriage and stuff, do the same thing with the sheet music. Okay. Put something on the sheet music that is played at a lot of weddings, or, you know, something subliminal that has to do with marriage or weddings. Put that on a piece of sheet music, frame it, hang it up, put it by the bathroom door as decor. They won't know what it is. It's just going to be put in their subliminal subconscious every single day. Okay. Wear white a lot because it will remind them of a wedding dress. Get you a little white maxi dress, a little white peasant dress. Okay. Start looking like bridal, and don't even say nothing about no wedding. Start looking bridal if you're trying to get married. All right. I think now y'all may or may not like her, but I like her. I think that's what Meghan Markle did, for sure, for sure. Anyway, but wear a lot of like wifey looking outfits and necklaces and, you know, jewelry and colors. Like, do a lot of white and golds. Do a lot of bridal looks. Like, for example, creams, whites, pearls, gold. This is giving bridal, and you're subconsciously making them see you as a bride. And if it's not his bride, whose bride are you going to be? You know what I'm saying? Somebody's bride. You are now seen as marriage material, but you also got to act like it. Okay. You can't be all acting stupid and crazy. So, subliminal messaging for bride, white, creams, gold, pearls, etc. Okay. Wear your dresses, your white flowy dresses, things like that. Don't mention marriage, just wear the stuff. Okay. Then they're going to be like, oh, you look like a bride today. Oh, really? I look like a bride? You know? Another way to subliminally seduce. Okay, let's get into the more darker aspect of it. So we already got the marriage, the bride, the feminine part. We already got that. Now let's talk about the dark feminine part. How to seduce a man on the dark feminine side. Okay. Red lips. Red lips, red nails, period, done. When red, okay. Let me break it down to y'all just a little bit, because I know it don't make sense, but it does somehow. Okay, lips are a reflection of as above, so below. So make sure your lips are glossy, juicy, and full. In red. Red represents the color of the nether regions when they're very excited. All right. And then your nails, they imagine them things grabbing on their back and scratching it. All right. So get you some red nails. I don't have them on because I ain't gonna be scratching nobody back no time soon. But when you're trying to subliminally seduce, get you some red almond shaped nails. They don't have to be super long, but just long enough to get a good old scratch in. And you wear that because that's what they're going to imagine when they see them nails wrapped around their back, wrapped around their, you know what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying. If you're trying to do wifey, you can do pink. If you're trying to do dark feminine seduction, do red. Listen to what I'm saying. There's a color for everything. Red is what they're imagining when you scratch their back, baby. Like they doing something, even if they're not. That's what they're just going to imagine when they see them nails. All right. And them lips and them toes. If you think about it, nails, getting nailed, bright color, attention, attraction. Okay. Bam. There you go. So subliminal messaging. I'm not trying to give out no subliminal. That's why my nails look like this. But if I were, y'all know I'm going to throw that red on and I'm going to do a lot of stuff. Okay. So if you're really trying to seduce someone in a subliminal way, without really saying much or doing too much or being too forward, just throw some red on, throw some red lipstick on, do your nails red, get the little almond shape, whatever. You can even wear a red outfit if you like, but if you don't want to wear red, just do the nails. Okay. Now, if you're, like I said, if you're trying to do bridal, if you're trying to get them to marry you, of course, you could do lighter colors. You could do lighter colors if you're looking for to look like bridal, so that they can subliminally see you as a wife material. Of course. But, you know, after you get married and you already wife, or you're not trying to be nobody's wife because you're way too young, you just trying to get your money, red. Okay. Hot pink is good. Some people like hot pink, but you can't go wrong with red unless you don't look good in it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Now, there's a red for everyone. Just find your red. Red, red, red. Okay. And remember, some people, okay, yeah. Time, clocks, watches. If you have clocks and watches everywhere, even if it's just a picture of one, it's a subliminal message that you're running out of time, or time is of the essence. You know what I'm saying? So get your little cute clock, hang some clocks and stuff on your wall, A, B, C, and D. This makes people think that they have to hurry up and make a decision. If you're trying to press a point, if you're trying to get somebody to marry you or say yes to something or do something to something, blah, 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 have some clocks and some ticking around. You know what I'm saying? Wear a big watch. I have a clock necklace, if y'all have seen it. Wear a watch and put it in their face like this. Have clocks on your mantle, clocks on your wall, clocks by your bed. You know, this is going to say you need to hurry up and make a decision. You're running out of time. You got to do what you got to do. You better, get to work, get to where you got to go. Hurry, stop being lazy. Don't sit around here. What time is it? That's why some people don't like watches and clocks, because it puts them hold on, I'm trying to untangle it, in a subliminal message that they got to do something. They got to be somewhere. They got to be standing on business or something. You know, like that little white rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. They're always looking at his watch on the go. That's how you need your man to be. If you don't want him being all clingy, or you need him to hurry up and make a decision, or you need to hurry. He need to hurry up and get a job, or whatever it is y'all are doing. Whatever is trying to rush him about, keep a clock, keep a watch in his face. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, this is an antique clock, and you can wind it up, and so it ticks. It goes. That's even better. You hear that ticking? It's time to get up and go do something, right? Get you one of them ticking clocks. If he can't see it, he can hear it. Okay. You can get some artwork with clocks if you don't like the ticking sound of clocks, or you don't want a real clock. Just get you a piece of artwork, print it out online, frame it, and hang it. All right, somewhere. Another way to subliminally seduce is like your order, like what you order for food in a restaurant. Okay. Choose things on the menu that sound seductive and sexual when you order them, or that you can make sound sexy. You know what I mean? Y'all will figure it out when you see something on the menu. You'll like, oh, I can make this sound real sexy if I order it. Like, yeah, oysters. I don't know, like whatever y'all's diet is, whatever. Figure out. It's like, I would like the champagne. Somebody said oysters. The oysters and a side salad. I don't know. Somebody said sausages. Okay, whatever. Y'all get the point, okay? Grilled salmon. And make sure you do your face like this. Raise your eyebrow when you order. When you're ordering food, make it seem like it's turning you on. Like if you're sitting across some dude and you like him and you want him to fund your lifestyle, you got to order the food like you're seducing, okay? So you got to get that eyebrow raised, that head tilt, that contour, or stuck that cheekbone in. You're like, hold on, let me grab the menu. Well, let's see. This looks really good. Make it a whole thing. So what they want to take you out to eat all the time. You're gonna be eating free forever. All right. So they're gonna be like, order whatever you want. And so when you're okay, now when y'all eating, learn how to eat sexy, learn how to eat seductively and subliminally, you know. You know what it is. You know how to put the fork in your mouth and pull it out slow and make eye contact. Y'all know how to do all of that. Come on. I don't have a fork here because I'm not that big. I keep a fork at my desk. But so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the fork and you're gonna like, however you hold your fork, and you like, you gotta tilt your head, make eye contact, smile, raise that eyebrow, stick that fork in the mouth. It's so good. Close your eyes when you're enjoying the food. Close your eyes when you're savoring the flavors. It's so good. Now he thinks he done did something by taking you to this restaurant. You're sitting there moaning and closing your eyes and you're enjoying this food that's free. He ain't finna ask you to go no 50-50. I know that for sure. Because he think he doing that to you by feeding you and paying for that food. All right. So you don't have to do it that extreme. Just do it a little bit. Y'all know I'm extra for the camera, okay? I'm just doing a little extra for y'all. Y'all don't have to be that extreme. You can be like, okay? Y'all don't have to do all of that. But if you want to, if you've been drinking, you might. Okay? Okay, anyway. Another way to subliminally put something into a man's mind as far as seduction is concerned. Sound. When you talk, okay, this is some siren info right here. How your voice pattern goes is very subliminal and subconscious. Okay, I'm trying to straighten up my necklace. Sorry. So if you talk in a monotone that's boring and blah, there's no excitement to that. How you speak is going to pique their interest, could even raise their temperature or blood by how you talk or the tone that you're using. Okay, so choose like whatever you're, if you're trying to seduce, you talk slow, not super high, not like this, but like this, in this tone right here. This is the tone for seduction. Right here. Hey, baby. Not, hey, baby. Ugh. No, that's when you're trying to get somebody. And you're on the phone. And you're excited to hear his voice because you miss him. That's for that. But when you up in his ear, across the table, you need to tone it down a little bit. Okay? He's going to be all ears. He's going to be listening to every word and every request. And when he's turned on, he don't want to say no. So you're subliminally like getting him to listen to you and want to yield to you with your tone, your voice, and yeah. Hold on, they're mowing the lawn right by my. Why you gonna leave the lawnmower right there? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ma'am, they out here talking like Glorilla and saying Mercic. Okay, Poop, I got you. Okay. Now shout out to Glorilla. She tells you that she's a ratchet and hood. She tells you in her music. She has no shame in that. And that's her that's her angle. That's her accent from where she's from. Okay, that's her angle, that's who she is. That has nothing to do with seduction. Okay? No one is gonna talk like her when they're trying to seduce. I promise you. They just not. It's just common sense, man. Maybe when they rap or talking trash. That's about it. Okay? You said I can't with y'all. I know, right? We over here talking about subliminal ways to seduce. You coming over here talking about Glorilla saying mercy, mercy. They're saying bro every other word. Well, they're not feminine. Those women aren't feminine. They're trying to pick up slang from TikTok and sound relevant online. That's not the same thing as seduction. Okay? I'm trying to wait till this lawnmower go on the other side of the yard. Do I promote interracial dating? If I get paid to, where's my money? I'll promote anything you pay me to promote. If it's, something I agree with, where's my money? I'll promote it. Give me my coupon code and my money. I'll sure promote whatever you're talking about. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If it make money, it makes sense in my mind. Okay. Do you think lifting weights can be feminine? Are you trying to seduce someone by lifting weights in front of them? Because I don't think it has to do, if that's your workout and that's how you keep your body in shape, who cares? It's feminine when your body look feminine. Unless you're trying to turn somebody on by lifting a barbell, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe make it, there's a time and place for everything. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Okay, okay, so how to subliminally tell a man you want some money? Act like you're looking for something. What are you looking for? Okay, it's gonna work every time. Okay, I'm telling you. So if you have a purse or something like that, just like start looking through drawers around, whatever's close by, car seats. I'm like, what are you looking for? Oh my God, let me help you. Oh, I'm just looking for some cash. No, that's a Band-Aid. Oh my God. Well, how much do you need? That's the next question, baby. That's the next. He ain't gonna sit there and let you scrummage through your stuff looking for cash. People, let me tell y'all one thing about people. They hate when you looking for something and you're distracted from them. All right? They hate it. Because I do. I hate it. What are you looking for? Just keep digging and making sounds. Taking stuff out. Looking behind you, looking up under you. Looking drawer. Well, what? Like, they're trying to talk to you. They're trying to get your attention. You looking good. You looking pretty. What are you looking for? I need some cash. They're gonna start digging in it. Wow. All right. Subliminal messaging. That's doing too much. Not for some. If somebody hands you $100 bill, was that too much to dig through a makeup bag or a purse for a good 1.5 minutes? You know how long it takes some people to earn $100? $200, however much he's gonna give you. All right. Write that down, y'all. Write that one down. Scrummage through stuff as if you're looking for something. When they ask what you're looking for, say cash. They will automatically, mentally be confused and help you by reaching into their wallet and just giving you some. Okay. You didn't even ask either. Okay. You said, at least we're trying. Exactly. Trying to do something. Okay. Another thing. What else do y'all want out of these men that we need to subliminally program them to give you? Vacations? All right. Start reading a book or a magazine that reminds them of vacation. Start posting up old pics on social media of your last vacation. All right. If you've been on a vacation with them before, start talking about memories of that vacation. And it's going to take them back to a place where they were having a good time, where y'all were in a good mood and where y'all were in a good space or whatever. And they're going to want to do it again. And it's going to seem like their idea when they say, oh, we need to go back. We need to go do it. We need to go do that. You want a car? Mm-hmm. Okay, if you like a car, if you want a car, start pointing out the car you want every time you see it to that man. And he's gonna start seeing it too. Y'all know how that works. You ever say, oh, that's my dream car, that's the car that I want next. You start seeing it everywhere. You point it out to him, he's gonna start seeing it everywhere. Now your car is that you want is subliminally rooted in his mind. So every time he see it, it's gonna be a message. That's the car she wants. You ain't even got to be there. You ain't even got to be. He's gonna just say, that's the car she wants. That's that car she wants. That's that car she wants. Then he'll start to point it out to you when y'all are together. Then you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's so sweet that you remember. We should go test drive it. Okay. Okay, how to get some jewelry. Whatever jewelry you have. Okay, like y'all see I'm always wearing my necklaces and stuff. So have a signature piece of jewelry that you wear all the time, that they see it on you all the time. All the time. Okay? As much as you can, if you know this person. I'm going to give y'all 2 ways to do it. So wear the jewelry all the time, and then all of a sudden take it all off. Be bare. She's going to notice that it's missing. He's going to be like, oh, where's your necklace? Or what happened? Why aren't you wearing? If he notices. If he doesn't notice, just start being like, oh my gosh, my jewelry. Gosh, I don't know where it's at. And I wear it so much. I think I need something new. Oh, I feel so naked, Then he's going to be like, she likes jewelry. She wants jewelry. She wants something new. Then the next time a holiday comes up or something, or he wants to make up for something that he's done wrong, he's going to remember jewelry. Okay. If you don't know him that well and you want some jewelry, act like you lost some jewelry. Same thing like with the cash, looking for it, act like you lost an earring. Even though you didn't, just wear one earring. You start looking around, asking if he's seen the earring and that was your favorite pair. Now he knows the next gift that he needs to buy you or offer to you or offer to replace. And every time he sees a pair of earrings or go to the jewelry store, or he'll ask you, have you found your earring? Or he'll be like, I should get her a pair. All right. Yeah. He said, how can you seduce an NBA player on the court? Okay, you got to do some research first, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Find out their hometown, where they're from, and wear a t-shirt, bright colors or whatever from that hometown. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And have, like, you know what I mean? Like, have the hometown name on it or something that just screams that. And wear it and be looking cute at the same time. Be the cute groupie sitting over there. You're giving the subliminal message of home. Home, baby. Come on. Sprinkle, sprinkle, okay? Wear the home shirt. You said yachts and houses. Girl, do they have that type of money? Okay, wonderful. They probably already have a house and a yacht if they already have that type of money. They're probably just going to invite you to it. Okay, so if y'all live in an apartment and you're trying to move into a house or a bigger house, you need to start decorating the apartment like a house and start buying things for a house that doesn't go in an apartment. Okay, that way they understand that that's the next step. That's the next move, because you can't really do anything with whatever you're purchasing in this apartment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh my gosh, that porch swing looks really nice, but we ain't got a porch. Oh my gosh, this, outside garden thing is so cute. I want that for our yard, and just buy it and sit it in the apartment. It's going to give clues and hints that y'all need a house. Y'all need a house. What's all this crap for it that you can't put it in an apartment? This is a lawn. This is a lawn thing. This is a porch swing. This is a, this is, buy a few things and leave it by the door. He's going to know that it's time for the house. Start trying to book Airbnbs versus hotels. If y'all go travel, okay, into houses. How to get them to pay a bill or rent. Subliminally. Well, okay, subliminally, how to get them to ask if you have any bills to pay or whatever. The best thing to do, they know everybody got bills. The best thing to do to subliminally get them to ask you to if they can pay your bills is to put it as an obstacle in their way before you can be freed up to do whatever they want you to do. It has to be an obstacle. That way they'll just try to get the obstacle out of the way to get to what they want. Okay. If you were tired of getting asked on coffee dates, always have a coffee. Okay. And even if you don't have a coffee, have a cup or, a coffee cup. Drink out of a coffee cup or have a coffee. So if you're not drinking coffee all day, have a coffee mug. And it look like you drinking coffee. That way they're not going to ask you out to coffee if you always drink a coffee. If you got coffee, it's no big deal to you or whatever. You know what I mean? They don't know that you don't drink coffee. Just drink out of a coffee cup. You could be whatever you want in there. That's a subliminal message. Don't ask me out to coffee. I already got it. Have it all the time. It's not a big deal. I'm going to say no anyway. Okay. Oh, naturally, Lex Leora. You want to convince your husband to pay for a doula or midwife. He thinks it's a waste of money. How to subliminally convince him. I don't know. Does insurance pay for that? I'm not sure. But you can say that there's no way to subliminally convince a man to pay for something that he doesn't want to pay for or he thinks it's a waste of money. But what you can do is you can use it as an excuse and tell him it's your push gift. Ask for something bigger. Say, okay, well, if you're not going to get me a doula, then I want a push gift. Well, what do you want? A car, a Birkin, or what? Which one is cheaper, man? The doula or the car, the Birkin? You always got to go big and get them back to saying yes to something that's cheaper that you really want. Okay. And you got to be serious about it. You're pregnant, you're hormonal. He don't want you to get mad. It's either the push gift or the midwife, because one is also a waste of money. If he doesn't think of like a purse or something very expensive, it's a waste of money either. Or find ways he can write it off on his taxes or something. I don't know. You said remind him of hospital miscare. Okay, that's another good thing. But you could just manipulate him by asking for something way bigger, or give him a choice, this or that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And also, when you're asking for that, have that clock present. Like, whenever you ask for something, have a clock present. It makes them feel a sense of urgency to say yes to you. And when you're asking them, nod your head yes. So that a lot of people mirror body image subliminally, subconsciously. So when you're asking them for something, you look down, you look in their eyes, and you say yes. When you ask, and you have, you don't need a clock if you got a watch. Just like, so you nod your head yes. When you're asking for something you want them to say yes to, you make eye contact, you show them the time. Okay? Write that down. Clap that in your hand, literally. This ain't no fairy tale. It don't matter. Just show a watch then, baby. You ain't got to show the. It's better if you have one of these kind of watches and not no digital watch, because that looks like more like a countdown. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Thank you, Sammy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, somebody's asking me. Okay, thank you for being a new member, Sammy. I appreciate that. You said true, true. All right, body language is also very subliminal. So your body language is going to show a lot. Someone's asking about being submissive. You don't have to say a word and a man will think you're submissive. Okay? Let me tell you how. If you want to give off submissive to a man without saying a word or doing a thing, it's all in your body language. Okay? Let me show you what's not submissive. Let me give you some body language that is not submissive. Okay, say you're a guy and I'm looking at you. That's not very submissive, is it? Now this is. Yeah. That's more submissive. This, superiority. This is submissive. Because you're exposing your neck, which is vulnerability. You're leaning towards him, which is, you like him. You've turned to the side to show that you're listening for instruction. You ain't got to do a thing but that. Just turn, look, put your ear out, expose your neck, smile, versus this is how some of y'all be on first dates. You're not going to ask me about my career. You're not going to ask me about my education. You're not going to ask me about all my accomplishments. You're just going to talk about yourself the whole time. You're so arrogant and narcissistic. Okay, that's how some of y'all women be acting on dates. That's why y'all can't get no money. Okay, that's how you act after the fact, after you got the money. Okay, that's how you act after you got his money, not before. It's after. Okay, so before, to get the money, you need to lean into it. Lean, expose that neck. Listen to all the rigmarole he's telling you, so you know how his triggers and how to get his money. Really? Oh my gosh, that's so interesting. You're such a cool person. I love your stories. Gathering information on how to get that money. Look how she's into me. Look how she's leaning out, showing me her neck. I want to see what it smells like. She ain't asking me no stupid questions. She ain't trying to blab about her boring job I probably don't even care about. She ain't yipping and yapping and telling her life story. Okay. There you go. All right. That's when you're trying to be submitted. Now, when you're trying to seduce, okay, this is how you seduce subliminally with your body language. All right. So instead of being all submissive looking, if you're trying to seduce, you need to look. You got to angle your head like this. Make sure your wig is together. Your part is together. Okay. You got to angle your head like this. Tilt your head down. Lift your eyes up. Make the eye contact with them. So now, this angle is important. You lean in, but you lean to the side. And you act like you're absorbing them. That's very hard to explain, but you need to act like you're breathing them in and absorbing them. Okay, let me show you how to do it. And you're like savoring them and breathing them in and enjoying them. Lick your lips a little bit. Inhale a little bit. Shift around a little bit and absorb whatever they're doing. That's seduction. Okay. In a subliminal way. You're taking them all in. Get it? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, write that down. Y'all got it? All right. Somebody getting married? Okay, congratulations. You took my advice and found a provider in 4 days. Okay, you ain't getting married, but you're getting money. That's MM, whatever. Getting one of them M's. That pays you $4K a month and pays your bills and rent. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle, ma'am. Get your money. I know that's right. All right, so back to the seduction. So y'all got that one? Head down, eyes up, lean to the side, inhale them, breathe them in, absorb them, take them all in. Okay. Very seductive and very subliminal. Make sure they got some light on. Don't be doing this on no dust. Okay. And then this is how, whenever y'all ask me, how do I ask for money on the first date? You ain't got to ask if you're going to do what I'm telling you. They're going to offer. All right. Okay. Pick the right target. They're going to offer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Let's go back to people that's trying to get married, because we're trying to help y'all out. So y'all see it? Y'all see this ring? This is not on my ring finger for marriage. This is on the other finger. So if you're not married, wear a ring on your other finger. Okay. I'm married. I can do both, but wear a ring on your other finger that looks like a wedding ring, but that's not. It can even be a band. It doesn't even have to be a big rock. It could be something like this. Okay. And when a man sees a ring on your ring finger, he's automatically going to think about marriage. It doesn't have to be on the finger for marriage. Put it on the other finger. So whenever he sees it, he's going to think about a ring and marriage. I wonder what ring size she wears. Okay, well, her other finger is empty. You know what I'm saying? So wear a ring on the other finger, not the wedding ring finger. If you're single and you're trying to get married, wear a ring on this hand. Okay. And wear white or cream or beige, like light bridal looking colors. I said that earlier, but I forgot to add the ring part in. Okay. All right, what else do y'all want to get out of them? I'm going to tell y'all how to seduce them with subliminals. Look. Seduce them with some subliminals. What if you want to be a dominatrix? How do I send that subliminal? Where what a dominatrix would wear? That's very in your face. Look like one. That's all you got to do. They're going to tell you that you look like one. Just look like one. You said you won't pay pigs how to seduce. Okay, you got to do a combination of the two things that I told you earlier. So do the seduction look, like breathe them in, get them all hot and bothered. Then start looking for some cash. So like, what are you looking for? You're interrupting the seduction. Like, you interrupted the flow of seduction, so he's going to try to solve it quick. What are you looking for? Can I help you? What are you looking for? What do you need? Cash. Oh my gosh, I had like 200, like 100. I have some cash and I don't see it. I can't find it. I need some cash. I had some money in here. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. Well, how much did you lose? How much do you have? Here you go. Now get back to seducing me. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? That's so nice of you. I love me a provider, man. Now he thinks he done got somewhere. Go back to drinking him in, sucking him in, okay? But you gotta, you gotta make sure what you're doing is very strategic, because he's getting all into you. You giving him all them seductive stares and breaths, and then all of a sudden you can't find something you're looking for. He's gonna want to get it to you quick and get back to the seduction. All right. Somebody said make sure your ears are clean. Yep. For real. You don't want no stuff hanging out your ear. Okay. Thank you, Jackson. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you subliminally say you want a relationship? Well, you can't say you want a relationship. You got to make them see you as if you're relationship material. Okay. So we never want relationships. They want them with us. So you have to subliminally let them know that you're open for a relationship. Okay. So hold your own hand. All right. This is a good thing. So if you don't have nothing to do with your hands, just hold your own hand like this. That means I'm ready for connection. But hold one over the other as if you're holding yourself, like a couple would hold hands. Like this. All right. And lean towards them. So let's say they're here. Let's say they're sitting right here. Or do your hands like, close your hand. This is like protection. So this is what you want to get. Oh, that's so nice. So hold your own hand in their presence. It's going to make them want to hold hands with you, to want to see how soft your hands are, and lets them know that you're open for connection. And this is not very sexual. It's very relationship oriented, holding hands. Okay. So that's what you're going to want to do. And you're going to want to smile a lot and give them a lot of eye contact. And when they like you, they're going to mirror you or want to touch you or want to hold your hands if you're touching your own hand. And if you're walking beside them, let your hand kind of brush theirs a little bit and see if they grab it. That's the first steps in trying to subliminally say that you are ready for a relationship. Okay. And it's not very sexual, but it's more of a connection type thing. All right. If they're standoffish, if they're not buying it, they're not ready for a relationship. But if you keep doing it, they may open up to the idea more and more. Okay. Make sure your hands ain't crusty or ashy either, because if you don't look soft and supple, they're not going to want to touch you. So get y'all's lotions, y'all shea butters, y'all's oils and whatnot, and get it together. The softer you look, the more they're going to want to touch or feel like that they want to hold your hand. You said how to seduce him not to want to have sex and keep giving you money. Well, you can't seduce him if you can't use seduction if you don't want to sleep with him. You got to use other things. You got to boost his ego. You got to, whenever he's around you, his dopamine level has to go up. Okay. You got to make him feel good about himself as a man. Okay. You got to be like his cheerleader / ego booster. You're not going to be seductive around someone you don't want to sleep with, but they're going to want to sleep with you and they want to keep you around. And whenever they're in your presence, if their level of happiness is high, that's all that matters to them, because every time they think about you, it's going to go up. Every time they see you, their happiness level is going to go up, and it's not going to really be about sex, but it's going to be about how you make them feel about themselves. So that's how you do it. And then they'll want to repay you in some way or compliment you back in some way. And if you let them know that those ways are, something that you might need or want, that's how they're going to do it. So that you can continue boosting their ego and raising that, that happiness, that dopamine. Okay. The point to, yeah, they hope that they're going to sleep with you because you're still coming around. Okay, but if you seduce them, they're going to want it faster, and you're not going to be able to hold out or drag them along as much. So y'all got to figure it out. What do you want? You want to sleep with him or not? If you don't, boost his ego up, boost his self-esteem, make him seem smart around you, ask him questions, make him feel like he's the man, you know? Tell him, oh, I'm so proud of you. You're so smart. Oh my gosh, you make me laugh so much. I love when we go out to eat. I'm always having the greatest time with you. Blah, 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 blah. You know. I was talking to my friend about you the other day. Oh my gosh, I was telling him how great you are. Like they really want to meet you and stuff. Oh my gosh. You know, lie. You have such great style. Oh my gosh, I love that. That tie you got on. It's so nice. It goes so good with what, you know, how do you do that? I mean, most guys can't dress. You know, boost them in every way. Don't go in on his looks if you know he ain't looking good. Don't give him the biggest head, but give him a boost. Compliment his intelligence, his, you know, his ability to do stuff, his skills, his, you know, his fashion. You can even go as far as like his cologne smells good or something, but don't go in for looks. That's very pick me shit. Okay. Don't be like, ooh, you so handsome. Ooh, you so crude. Don't be doing all of that. Boost his self-esteem by, you know, his skills, his knowledge, his, you know, his talents, his skills, his dumb jokes or whatever. Don't go into looks. That's very pick me shit. You said never that. I know. I can't stand it when I hear women telling men that. Like, disgusting. It makes me want to throw up. Y'all like, oh, you so cute. Oh, handsome. Shut up. Unless you're like, unless it's a joke or it's, you know, satire. No. Like you call a old man that's 90-year-old handsome. Okay, you're being sweet. You're being nice. Hey, handsome. But if he's around your age and you all getting into your pick-me-shit era and doing all of that, oh, you so cute. Oh, you so sexy. Oh, you so handsome. No. Never. That's not how you seduce. That's how you make people run away. All right. Shira, what are thoughts on men taking care of home and women going out on jobs? What are my thoughts on that? Barbara the Builder and Harry the Homemaker. Barbara the Builder and Harry the Homemaker. Wonderful. Why can't y'all? I don't know. He ran out of ideas on how to make money. I don't. What happened? I don't know. Whatever works for you. I'm not here to disrupt y'all's reversed household. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said a stay-at-home dad. Good for y'all. He said, gotta be trolling. I'm staying home. I want the soft life. Y'all can go do what y'all want to do. But if it's working for you, wonderful. Something I wouldn't do. Unless they work from home and they can make money from home. I don't care. Whatever you can do. All right, subliminal ways. Let's get back. All right. Let's go back to environment. All right. Let's say y'all are grown. Somebody is, you know, y'all are dating. You want him to be comfortable around you? You want him to relax around you? Is he nervous? Like a lot of women say, oh, you know, he's nervous. I just want him to feel relaxed and comfortable with me so that, you know, when I ask him for something, he trusts me. So if you're trying to build trust, you need some tools as well. So lavender. Lavender is a scent that makes people relax. They think of comfort, luxury. A lot of women think of spa. Okay, so you need to have something lavender scented. It could be an oil, it could be a candle that you've lit. This will automatically make them more relaxed in your presence. Feel like they can trust you. Okay, it's very luxurious scent as well. So try some lavender. It calms and all of that. Okay. You can use a lavender oil. You can light a lavender candle. Get you some perfume that's like lavender. There you go. We're establishing trust, so we're having to use, like, honey and vanilla will make them feel more comfortable and cozy, but lavender will make them feel like they trust you and that they're calm and at peace with you. So there you go. The lavender is not for you to like, it's to do the job, like I just told y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stop trying to change it. I'm telling y'all what I know. Hold your nose. Put some Vicks Vapor Rub under your nose. You don't like the smell of lavender? That doesn't mean it's not going to work on him. It means it's going to calm him and make him trust you. You can also pair it with them pheromones that makes him fall in love with you. Just press him as well. Go ahead and get that. I'm linking it right now. Use my code SheRaSeven, or actually just Shera, all caps, okay? But if you pair that with lavender, it's also going to give a feeling of trust. And that's what you want to build with the man when you're trying to get money out of him. All right. Thank you, Alice. Me and your boyfriend argued yesterday, and he screamed that all I do is sleep half of the day and do nothing he provides. And it's kind of true. What should I say? I'm mad. Okay. Alice, sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, y'all know I wake up at the crack of dawn. I have kids, but if I didn't have kids and I didn't have to wake up at the crack of dawn, I'm sleeping late too. But if they see that every single day, they're going to feel like it's unfair, which it's not, but they're going to see that. So you got to get up and make yourself look good and go do something. Go to the gym, go to Pilates, go get a coffee, go back home and watch TV, but get up and get dressed. You could go back and take a nap later, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the one thing that most people don't like to see when they actually have to get up and leave the house, and then they come back and see you in the same spot. It kind of gets on their nerves. So at least get up, throw on a wig, put on some lip gloss, put on some loungewear, make you some coffee, and then go back to sleep and look like you got up and did something. Light a candle, make the house smell good, and that's it. Okay. If you're just a lazy person that likes to sleep all day, there's nothing wrong with that. You're in your feminine, getting your rest, but at least get up and make it look like you did something that day. Okay, order you some DoorDash, have a muffin or something waiting on them when they get home from DoorDash, light a candle, spray some air freshener, put on some loungewear. That's literally it. Brush your teeth. Okay, and you could go back to sleep. Set your clock 10 minutes before he gets home and get your butt up. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Sloth sleeping, exactly. That's what I used to do back in the day before I had a YouTube channel. James would be at work all the time. We sleep late. Girl, set that clock. Light your candle up. Order the DoorDash. Brush your teeth. Put on that loungewear. Comb that hair. Put some ambiance on the TV. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, if you don't have nothing to do, Yeah. Then like make it, then have a fake story of all the stuff you did that day. I went for a walk. All right, let me see what y'all talking about over here. You said move the car to a different spot, make it look like you went somewhere. Uh-huh. Hilarious. Thank you, Rosie, for being a member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Rose is good too. It's more of a seductive smell. Okay. Y'all, the wind is blowing so hard. Okay. You say you believe me if I told you I was 21? Really? That's so sweet. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Rosie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. How, Shira, do you care about politics? I'm not running for office and I'm not trying to be nobody's first lady. Maybe. If I'm the first lady, I might pretend I do, like Melania. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or if I'm the president. That's the only way I'm going to care about politics. If I'm the president or if I'm that's the only way I'm caring. If I'm the president. If I ain't the president, I'm just going to pretend if I'm the first lady. If I ain't the first lady, then no, I am not into politics. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I'm just a girl. What do I know about any of that stuff? All right. What if the man likes politics, but you don't like politics? Ask him questions, nod, and agree. Because you don't care anyway, right? Just he'll talk forever. Just nod, agree, ask questions. You never go back and forth with no man about no politics. Just nod, agree, and ask questions. It doesn't even matter because in 4 years it's gonna be a whole nother discussion. So who cares? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Some men are just really wrapped up in stuff because they talk about it with their colleagues or other men, and it's just a natural thing that they go to in their conversation. Just agree and ask dumb questions and let them explain it to you. Just and tell them you want to learn more. Uh-oh, call me bombshell, sprinkle, sprinkle. Any tips on procrastination? You want to stop delaying things, but you keep telling yourself tomorrow, and it's so annoying. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Set your clock, set your reminders on your phone to get up and do stuff. Do one thing at a time. Do something little at a time. Work on it for 5 minutes at a time. At least it'll get you started. And sometimes if you just work on something for 5 minutes at a time, you'll keep going past that. But if you say if you're just going to work on it for 5 minutes at a time, you'll at least get to it. You know what I'm saying? Or put it in your way so you have to do it, you know? Whatever your task is, put it in your way so you have to do it. Or put it in your path, put it in the doorway, put it on top of your car. A reminder of it. Or at least the thing. You know what I'm saying? Just put it in your way. If not, you really don't want to do it. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What should you tell him now? Should he apologize to you? I don't know what he did. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What did he do, girl? Look, whatever he did, just get some money out of him. Okay? Make it his fault, whatever it is. Okay. You said, I have enough money, no more donations. The pastor at the church got money, but he'd be asking for donations every Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday morning service, afternoon service, evening service. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. The IRS and the government don't need no money either, but they be putting them taxes on y'all left and right. And Sir Dusty, don't be monitoring people money. Monitor your own bank account. Why do Dusties get mad when they see women getting money? Why are you mad, sir? Go start your own Dusty YouTube channel. Oh, Dusty's always pocket watching. Trying to see how much money you making and how much money they not making. No, shut up. Go find a video on how to make some money on your own, okay? Don't be getting mad over here. I've been doing this a long time. If you mad, go make your own money. Stop competing with women. Stop pocket watching people. Dusty. Who else you be pocket watching? Your mama and your pygmy girlfriend? Keeping track of what she's spending that you hadn't even contributed to? Shut up. The audacity of the dust. Okay. You said they hate women. They hate themselves. All right. Mm-hmm. The man you want has a girlfriend. Can you seduce him? He has a girl already. The man you want has to want you. Because then what you're doing, you might entice him by using some seduction, but it's a pygmisha method, ma'am. You're finna be a pygmisha. If they're not after you, then they're not interested. Okay? I don't believe in actively pursuing another man. If they're in a relationship, that man got to be trying to get out of whatever he's in and coming after you and lying to you and telling you what you need to hear. Y'all are doing too much. That is very pygmisha. I think that if they're not coming on to you, they don't want you. Seducing is when they already want you and how to get what you want out of them. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you, girl. I can Keisha. I hope I said that right. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I was talking to this other Dusty. I wasn't talking to the regular the human chapter. You know, he learned how to behave a little bit. Okay. You said how to get him to act right, act wrong. You see, if he's acting up, you got to act up too, so he can feel how you feel when he act up. You got to do the same thing, so he can say when he starts telling you about yourself, he's gonna think about what he's actually doing and how you probably think the same thing, and then he's not gonna want to be a hypocrite. So he's gonna either change his ways or let you keep doing what you do. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ever been trying to teach somebody a lesson, but start talking and realize you being a hypocrite and they're doing exactly what you do. So now you got to flip the story around and try to do better yourself. That's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, if men don't talk to us first, they don't want us, okay? Just think about this. I know y'all young women are out there eager, trying to do the most. Calm down. Calm down. Men approach the women that they want. We're not supposed to chase them. Calm down. All right? Oh, but he's so cute. Oh, but I really want him. But he really don't want you. He'll take you, he'll sleep with you, but if he ain't walking up to you, he really don't want you. We can't keep doing this. It's giving pygmisha. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. How to get jewels if you're going to shop with him. Okay, like jewelry and stuff. Okay. Drop something in front of the jewelry store. Like if you got a purse or something, let's start digging in your purse and drop something like right when you get in front of the jewelry store if you're walking around the mall. So like act like you're looking for your lipstick and like digging in your purse. And then all of a sudden you see them jewelry store lights and whatever, drop it. Stop. Bend over, pick it up and be like, oh, like when you see the jewelry store, like go up in slow motion, like he's gonna have to stop and look too. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. And just get like, you know how they have the stuff on display in the window? Just be like mesmerized when you walk, when you get back up and stop and look at the window. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Bat your eyelashes and smile. Don't even look at him. Don't look at him. You need him to focus on what you're looking at. Okay. So don't look at him like, look at the jewelry in the window. Lean in. If you're holding his hand, drag him with you, but don't look at him. Like, lean in. That's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Stay here for a second. Stay here for a second. Take a deep breath, like, oh, I can't have it. All right. Don't say nothing. Then he'll be like, do you like that? Do you like that? And then you look at him like he said you could buy it. Get excited if he asks you if you like it. Don't say yes. Get excited as if he said, do you want it? Okay. Hear what he didn't say, but respond to what you want him to say. All right. So here you go. Looking at the jewelry, holding his hand, not looking at him. Your focus is on the jewelry. He's going to be like, then you come back and smile as if you can't have it. Do you like that? Smile as if he say, do you want that? And go from there. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said I'm a genius for grifting. I'm just a genius, period. I'm just teaching people how to get what they want. I'm a genius to teach y'all how to get gifted. Not grifted, but gifted. Okay. What is all this dusty language? Why are people calling people grifters? Go be one yourself if you mad. Okay. If there's a job you want, go get it. Y'all ain't calling a pastor no grifter. Y'all calling him pastor, reverend, bishop, whatever. That's a man of God. Oh, okay. But I'm over here helping more generations than him or them. Okay, I done saved several generations to come. How to not take things personally? By not taking people seriously. Okay, have a goal attached to whatever you're doing, not an emotional bond, but a goal. So you're not going to take nothing personally if you don't care about their opinion, because you're not emotionally attached to them. But if you're trying to get something out of them and you're trying to benefit from them, that's the only thing you're going to be concerned about, right? So stop getting emotionally attached to people. Be there for a purpose that is beneficial to you. If you develop feelings along the way later on down the line, remember to keep your goal first. That way you're not very offended. How to not feel guilty a married man is attracted to you. Ma'am, before he was married, he was single. After he gets divorced, if he ever divorced, he's gonna be single again. Men attraction don't stop because they get married. Why should you feel guilty for looking good? Shouldn't he feel guilty instead of you? Why do women always want to take the blame and the guilt? Society has really done a number on y'all. Okay. You said you argued a lot in the past. How to make him associate you with peace now? You can't repeat the pattern, and you got to be quiet. You got to wear peaceful looking colors, and you got to talk in a peaceful tone. And you have to say, oh, you got to refer to that person as the old version of yourself. So, for example, if you always argue with him, now you're all of a sudden something has changed. Now you're wearing white. Your posture is good. You have a dumb, blissful smile on your face at all times. You talk in this tone that sounds like a hypnotic voice. This sounds very peaceful. Okay. Oh, I learned to control my emotions. I'm not that type of person anymore. I've changed a lot, and I really don't ever want to be in that place again where I was not in control of my emotions. And stop. Don't explain any further than that, because then it's going to sound fake. Just quit right there. And sit in your calm. And smile. A dumb, blissful smile. Rock back and forth a little bit as if you're just comforting. And smile. You see how that's very calming? Reminds them of when their mother used to rock them. And smile at them in the bassinet. There you go. What if he pays for vacation only? Then put vacation under his phone number. That's his name now. Vacation. Whenever you want to go on vacation, call or answer his phone call. I don't know. That's just vacation, dude. That's not provider. That's vacation. All right. What about if you have resting face? Then you gotta just have, okay, resting face. Let me show y'all what resting face looks like. And I know a lot of people have it. Okay. I'm going to answer this question in a second. You can't get a man to commit to you. Watch the beginning of my video. If they wear a ring on your on your opposite finger from your ring finger, wear white, and get a sheet music by the title of "You Are Mine." This is what I have over here. Frame it and put it by the bathroom door. Every time they walk in the bathroom, they're going to be reminded of it subliminally, musically, on a scale, subliminally, rhythmically, subconsciously, frequency wise. Get the sheet music called "You are mine." Frame it and put it by the bathroom door. Every time he sees it, every time he passes by, it's going to subliminally put it in his mind. Then he's going to want to commit. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just keep doing it. Find the song and play it. Slow, in the background, very low. Here you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Watch the beginning of the video. I explain it in further detail. Okay, so what was I talking about? Okay. I forgot what I was getting ready to say because y'all got me off topic. Oh, resting face. Okay. This is what y'all look like with resting face. Now tell me what that looked like to a man. What does this look like to a man? And someone says irritated, bitchy, uninterested. Exactly. Uninterested, mean, caring, unapproachable. Unapproachable. Okay. So what about this? What does this look like? Mischievous, right? That's better than resting face. And you don't have to do much. Raise that eyebrow. Put a grimace. That's better than resting face. It's mischievous. They're trying to see what you about, what you trying to get into. You know, it is approachable because you have this intriguing look upon your face. Exactly. They're trying to figure out what's the mystery behind you. So instead of resting face, if you don't like just sitting there sleeping, mischievous is better than resting. So raise that eyebrow and one side of your mouth goes up. That's it. Okay. It's a slight smile and an eyebrow raise, and your whole face ain't looking jacked up like you crazy. All right, work. You see, all you do is lift this brow, and lift this side. This side stay the same. Okay, you look like you're trying to get some trouble. You look like the Cheshire cat over there, like. Versus this. You see, one is approachable and mysterious and like, what you getting into? What you smiling about? What you so, you know? Versus you get, like, I know something you don't know. Or you don't want to know. I know you want to know what I'm thinking. Okay. How to act seductively when he's texting you again after 11 months. No contact. And he says he want to call, but I behave as cold. Girl, you just send your Cash App over with some sexy emojis. Because we ain't finna entertain nobody after no 11 months and try to seduce them before they talking about some money, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry, y'all. I'm still gonna believe what I believe. Uh-oh, Lady Lorraine's energy in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, how you doing, girl? What about the color purple? Like this? Okay, the color purple, in my opinion, when it comes to seduction, is not a good color for seduction. So I really wouldn't use it in seducing anybody unless, you're trying to tell someone something in a roundabout way. But reds, pinks, and more, colors like that. Even red, like maroons or dark reds or something like that. But when it comes to purple, it's more matronly. It's giving mother. Okay. It's giving Easter. It's giving church lady. If you're going to do purple, go more towards like a magenta or like a more pink purple. But purple, in my opinion, is giving motherly, grandmotherly, church lady, stuff like that. Easter. It's giving spiritual. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving lust. It's not giving spend some money on me. It's not giving, any of that. But it's giving other things. You said purple reminds you of royalty. Yes, because it's royalty and divine and motherly and spiritual. Okay, you can get royal, divine, and like goddess, like if you're doing white and gold, or golds, creams, and whites as well. Okay, but if you like purple, if that's what makes you feel your most confident, then do it. But I'm telling you what it's giving. Thank you, Lady Lorraine's Energy. Y'all go check out her Etsy store. She has like very beautifully scented oils that are great for moisturizing hair and skin. I have so many of her products. Thank you, JF Sprinkle Sprinkle. If you're 24, how will you plan on your how will I plan out my day? What was I doing at 24? What was I? I was a live-in girlfriend that didn't work at 24. I would call up my friend. We would go have lunch. We would go do happy hour. We would go shop. Then we would meet up with whoever. Like I guess I would meet up with James, and we'd go out or go listen to some live music or go to dinner. Then we probably, go home, watch some TV, go to sleep. Like my day was that. Leisure. But like I said, I was a living girlfriend by then. Before that, it was just get up, look cute, go somewhere, have fun, go hang out. I really was not doing too much but looking cute and hanging out. Okay. Let me tell y'all something about purple. It's a beautiful color for certain things, but it has nothing to do with seduction. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Do I have a professional business email? Not really. Just hit me up on my Instagram. It's linked in the description bar. Message me on there on Instagram. I'm verified on Instagram. SheRaSeven. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And also, like, if you want me to find you, just comment under one of my latest posts or something and say, I messaged you or something. And I'll go look. All right. You said you have an actual phobia of the purple? Oh, wow. Did I cook as a living girlfriend? No, I said we went out to eat. I was already out. They just had to meet me out. I have my own car. Me and my friend are out. What are y'all doing? Okay, you're off from work. Well, meet me here. We're gonna go to dinner. I was 24 years old. I wouldn't be in nobody's kitchen. And plus, like, I think at that time I was in culinary school. And so I went to school all day and I was in the kitchen all day. You know what I'm saying? So why would I want to come home and be in a kitchen? Like at 24, I was either out with my friend or I was at school, which was like part-time. because I already had most of my credits from, another school already. So I just had like 1 or 2 classes and I forgot about that. And then I would go hang out with my friend, or if it was like summer or I was done, we were all hanging out and about, but I wasn't finna be no cooking at home. That's a funny thing. Like when you're in culinary school, you don't want to come home and cook. And plus half the stuff that you're cooking and learning how to cook in culinary school, people aren't really like that, don't have well-rounded palates. They're not going to want to eat what you're learning how to cook anyway. Cook exotic stuff. They won't even try. So off to the restaurant. Plus, I like to critique other people's cooking in restaurant and other stuff like that. Okay. Hold on. Somebody sent me some money on my Cash App. Hold on. Sprinkle. Lena, thank you, girl. Hold on. Thank you, Lena. Sprinkle. Did you take it away? All right, well, whatever. Thank you, Lena. I appreciate you still. For trying. Okay. Were you living with a boyfriend, or you mean just like living it out? I never lived by myself. All right. I live with the guy that I'm married to right now. Yeah. Sprinkle. I think it might have expired. It might have been old or something. I don't know. It could have been from yesterday. How to not chase anyone and be unbothered. Be in your feminine and not in your masculine. All right. If they want you, they'll come get you. If you want them, you're in your masculine. If you're after them, you gotta have them. I gotta have that man. I gotta go after. I have to make them see me. I have to make them want me. That's very masculine. A man is supposed to be attracted to you. You're supposed to lure them in with your beauty, your soft skin, your hair, your lips, your gestures, your scent. You ain't supposed to be after them. You're supposed to be attracted to you. Get in your feminine. Okay? We're not supposed to be after no grown, able-bodied man. They're supposed to be trying to come after us and give us what we want. Y'all gotta get out of y'all's masculine energy if y'all gonna listen to this channel. Y'all gotta get out of it. If you're lusting after that man because you think he's attractive and alluring, you know what? You're in your, if you're excited by that man, great, wonderful. Be excited as you want to be, but do not go after him. Okay? Lure him in if that is your challenge as a woman. If you want to reach your level of divine feminine energy, learn how to lure them in versus chasing them. Okay? Do what you got to do, man. And you're going to catch more anyway. You know, let me tell you all a secret. You can attract way more men at the same time than you could get by just chasing one. Just think about this. You chasing one man. You're chasing after one man. Your focus is right here. One. But when you're attracting everybody. You got options, way more options if you're attracting. Okay? You too busy after this one man you're lusting after who don't even want you. You're missing out, baby. You're missing out on all the other options and all the masculine energy that's seeking feminine energy. So get into it. You said your superpower is magnetism. Yes. Yeah, I was 22 when I met James, and I was living at home. I had just finished mortuary school, and I was working in a funeral home. Yes, yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If a guy says that he is bi, does that mean he is gay? It means, okay, I mean, he practices gay behavior and does all the things that gay guys do. So, what do you think? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said, what do gay guys do? Let's ask a gay guy. What y'all be doing? Gay men chime in. What y'all be doing? Let's let the gay guys answer this question. Come on, y'all. I know some of y'all are in here. Go ahead and answer them. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I don't know. How old am I? The miscellaneous miss. I am 46 years old. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I think y'all got enough answers. Thank y'all for helping out. Thank y'all. What do I think of marrying a provider at the age of 20? I think you should wait a little longer. Unless y'all's culture don't sleep together before marriage and y'all are rushing into lust, do what you got to do, man. I think that's why I don't like when people have to rush into marriage because they just want to have sex. To me, that's the wrong reason to get married. The only reason to get married is for money, not to rush into no sex. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all can't, like, you know what I mean? If you're getting married that young, is it for a green card or is because y'all want to sleep together? That's called lust. You're marrying for lust. If he's a provider, okay, let me tell y'all, this other lady a couple of days ago in my live, I think she rushed into a marriage. He got what he got and then left the country and probably is with some other chick and left her there. She said for 2 years and she hadn't seen him. So stop marrying for lust. Marry for money only. Okay, make them wait. You can wait till you're 25. Thank you, Veronica. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you experience side effects from trizepatide? If you take the vitamin B12 or B6 with it, it helps. If you take supplements, it kind of helps you to not feel a lot of the side effects like tiredness. But I think the only kind of side effect that I kind of experienced in the very beginning was slight nausea when I thought about food or if I ate too much food. That's about it. That's what keeps you from eating all that food. It's the slight nausea that it causes. Like even when you start thinking about food, you don't like your food noise. That's what they call it, food noise. You don't think about food like you used to. It's like low on the priority list. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But no, I didn't. That's the only kind of side effect I had was in the very beginning, like slight nausea. Other than that, slight tiredness after you get your injection. But now they're giving you like the vitamin B with it, so you have energy. And I always have a coffee, so I always have energy. But that's about it. Now I'm just maintaining. I'm not taking it to lose weight. I just, you span it out longer and you lower your doses as you start to maintain. Yeah. Thank you, Brooke. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What are some suggestions do you To do after dinner, he suggested a movie. What would you suggest? Shopping, walking through the mall, walking through the shopping center. Okay, I don't know in your town if that they have these like city centers or like entertainment centers where they have like a bunch of restaurants, they have shopping centers, they have bars, and it's like all in one like nice area. Go to one of those and walk around afterwards. There's shops, there's bars, there's also sometimes there's movie theaters, but at least you got options and you might can get a little some little shopping, a little gift in. So go to one of those type of places. Movies, you know, you can't really talk. It's boring. And you just ate. So now you're sitting there settled, selling all your food. And no, that's like that's unoriginal and boring. That's what you do after you get into a relationship. Okay, go to one of them shopping centers where there's nice restaurants, bars, and other stuff to do in a nice area, and go walk around after. Okay. You said, am I taking Ozempic? No, it's tricepatide. They wouldn't give me Ozempic. I tried. I asked. It's like, can I get that Ozempic? And they were like, no, you can't do Ozempic. You have to do something else. That's for people who are diabetic or like extremely, you know, in need of it. Thank you, ballerina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You were right, husband, upset at your emotions when your brother died. He already had his new girlfriend. He's moving for her. What? He already had his new girlfriend. He's moving for her, and she's pregnant all in less than 2 months. If he won't for you, he's doing it for someone else. That's true, ballerina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm trying to tell y'all, do not slack. Don't let up on these men because they got extra money for other women. Keep him. Don't be his piece and keep him spending. Period. Keep him chasing, keep him spending, and never be his piece. Unless that's what you're trying to be, because I'm not. I'm trying to be my own piece. All right. You said tricepatide is better than Ozempic. Yeah. I think Ozempic is for people that have high blood pressure and like a bunch of other issues. Okay. Yeah, I'm not on Ozempic, baby. Don't worry. I'm good. I'm safe. Thank you for your concern, though. All right. Y'all so sweet. Y'all concerned about my well-being and my health. I appreciate that, but I can guarantee you I ain't on Ozempic. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Someone says don't stay on the date too long. Yeah, unless he's taking you shopping. If he ain't buying, if he's what a little thing though. If he ain't spending in the date, leave him wanting more. All right, don't be sitting there just holding hands and talking to him if he ain't trying to take you in them shops and shop. You know what I'm saying? Leave him wanting more. So anyway, yeah. You said men don't wait like us to process and heal. They have rosters and backups. Like you should too, man. Like, what are you healing from? Like, I don't understand this. Like, I need to ask, what y'all healing from? Being a pygmisha? Because you wouldn't have to heal if you was the prize. I guess pygmisha got to heal and get her pygmisha ways out of her system. I mean, you trying not to be no pygmisha no more? You can't heal from being a pygmisha. You have to learn how to not to be one. Because think about this. If you're healing, you're not learning. Your wound is reclosing to be reopened. You've got to learn not to be a pygmisha. Got to learn how to say no, be mean, have priorities, and high standards. Okay? Stop trying to heal. What are you healing from? You're supposed to be already on to the next one. Why? Because think about this. And I made a whole video about this. If you always got to heal after relationships, they're bad for you. That's what you're subliminally telling yourself. You've been injured, you've been harmed. And now you're going to associate relationships with that mess. Every time you get into one, you're going to feel like a victim, like you had to heal from the last one, and then you're probably going to have to heal from the next one. Stop thinking that way. We don't need to heal. We need to learn and do better. Okay? You said dating is supposed to be fun. That's right, La Peaches. You're supposed to be having fun up in there. Not trying to heal and cry and rock back and forth and scream and exhale and burn. You're supposed to be doing all of that after no relationship. You're supposed to be counting the money you got out of it, looking at all the beautiful gifts you got, ready to get on to the next better one with more money. That's how you're supposed to be after a relationship if you're a woman. If not, you need to be learning how to be that in the next relationship, not trying to heal. What are you healing from? Stupidity? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that. But if you're going to associate relationships, ending of relationships as healing times, that's what you're going to always associate relationships with, needing to heal afterwards. It is subliminal. You're subliminally, subconsciously telling yourself that all relationships require you to heal afterwards. Heal from what? It didn't work out. It ain't a match. Goodbye. I had fun. Thanks for all the stuff. Thanks for paying these bills. Next. Okay. No more healing crap. You're associating relationships with pain, and that's what you're going to continue to do in the future. And that if you associate relationships with pain and healing, every relationship you enter into, you're going to be a victim. Okay? Don't do it. It ain't worth it. Get in for the money. You said you're tempted to get semi-glutide. If you already skinny and you just got about 10 pounds to lose, that's a good alternative. If you got more than 10 pounds, try to get the triceptide. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said women have been programmed, gotta unlearn. Exactly. How do you get out of victim mindset once and for all? Be a goddess and be the prize and make men pay. How can you be a victim if you're getting paid and worshipped? Sprinkle, sprinkle. When I say make them pay, I mean like literally make them pay for stuff, buy you gifts and stuff, put money in that account. How do you keep them chasing if married 18 years and he never chased in the past? I was about to file for divorce and now he's giving me more attention. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every day, get up, look good, and go somewhere. Okay, and don't tell him where you're going. Every day, get up, look good, and go somewhere. Have some business about yourself. Look your best. And don't do it for him, do it for you. That's when they start chasing. Okay? When you ignore them, look good, and have some business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What if he's spending but complains about it and makes you feel bad not doing 50-50? Tell him he's the man in the relationship and he needs to figure it out and stop complaining about it and finds a solution to get more money. It's like you don't do 50-50. You're a woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just tell him straight up, I don't do 50-50. I'm the woman. If you want to go out, you got to pay. Otherwise, you can't afford to date. You can say it in a nice way, though. You can say, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you can't afford to date right now. That's so sad." I understand though, but get your finances in order. You're a nice guy. You deserve, you deserve to have, you deserve not to have to spend all your money on someone. Go back to concentrating on getting your money. They can't afford you. Why would that's like arguing and being mad about paying a bill if you can't afford it, you know. Cut cut corners, cut costs. Right? You got cable, you can't afford cable, cut off the cable. He can't afford you. Okay? He can't keep you if he can't afford you, man. What the heck? He's making you feel bad because he broke. That don't make no sense. That don't How does that make sense? I want to make you feel bad because the man want to make you feel bad because he broke. How does that go together? It's like, no. You say you're not healing anything. You want a bigger and better. I know that's right. You said that's manipulation. Yeah, manipulate him into getting some more money if he want to see you. Mm-hmm. How to keep him attached and have fun after years of a relationship and living together. Okay. Designate yourself as the person to keep him happy and keep him having fun. That is your only purpose for existing. That is your job, your focus. That's why he's not, baby. That's why he's not doing all those things. Because you had made that your job. That's not your job. That ain't your job. Your job is to look good, look desirable, and attract. Not to please him, not to make him have fun, not to make him do nothing. Your job is to look good, spend his money, and be attractive. He's supposed to chase after you and try to figure out how to keep you happy and keep you attracted and keep you having fun. Okay? That ain't your job. Why would you think that's your job? That's my question. Why do you think that's your job? Why isn't that his job? And that's my question. Why isn't keeping you attracted to him and having fun after years of marriage, why isn't that his job? Why isn't he trying to do that for you? Why are you trying to do that for him? Are you saying that his happiness and ability to have fun is more important than yours? Are you taking that as your responsibility because you don't think he's happy or excited about marriage anymore? Why are you taking that on as your job? It ain't your job. Your job is to look good, be cute, and look like you got some options. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said there's some dusties in here. Oh, no. What's your opinion on one night stand? They have to be rich if you're going to do that. If that's what you want, they got to have some money. Don't be doing a one night stand with nothing broke. I always tell y'all, whatever y'all do, don't lay down with nothing broke. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Met 3 times a week and then says he has a daughter this week and didn't contact me at all. And is this normal? Hold on, my contact y'all. Is he testing if I'm okay? Okay, not being his priority. Ma'am, you ain't his priority. You met him 3 times in 2 weeks. That's not no priority. He got a daughter, okay, which means he got a baby mama. He didn't contact you at all. Okay, he's with his daughter. Is this normal? Is he testing if I'm okay? Okay. Is that your man? Do y'all have a title? Is that your boyfriend? Do y'all have a title? No, then it is normal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do y'all think that he's supposed to do all these things that boyfriends are supposed to do when he just took you out 3 times? This man took you out on dates 3 times. Y'all probably texted a few times. That's not your man. He doesn't owe you any explanation, any texts, any phone calls. That is not your man. Where is your other men? Why aren't you on dates with other guys? Why are you holding out for one and this one? I don't know if you are or not. I'm just saying. Don't focus on just one. Okay? You need to have more than one because if he has a child, if he has a daughter, he has a baby mama, if he's busy, he only saw you 3 times in 2 weeks, that's not your man. Stop expecting things out of men who aren't your men. Stop expecting a man to act like your boyfriend when y'all have only been on 3 dates and saw each other 3 times. You got to stop doing that, ladies. Okay? You can't claim somebody after seeing them 3 times. That's not yours. He don't owe you no phone call, no text, no nothing. If he say he busy, got his daughter, and hasn't called you, and you've only seen him 3 times, that's still not your man. You know what making y'all so confused? Phones. You have so much instant gratification with the text, a FaceTime, or a phone call that you mentally and emotionally get closer to this man than you actually have even physically. Okay, you've only been in his presence maybe 3 times, but your emotional attachment to him, as far as thinking that he owes you something or he's your man or he should be acting like your man, is because of this. Y'all doing too much of this. Has he even paid a bill? Has he given you money? Has he given you any gifts? Then you shouldn't be nowhere near emotionally attached to him at all, as to thinking that he is supposed to be doing any of those things. Okay? He was just a date. That's it. Mm-hmm. Free food 3 times. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Turn off them emotions. Exactly. You said Shira encouraging people to increase their body counts. No, their bank accounts, sir. I'm encouraging women to increase their bank accounts. Men encourage women to increase their body counts. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men encourage women to increase their body counts. I encourage you to increase your bank accounts. So don't come over here telling that mess over here. That's just not the truth. I tell y'all to drag it out, bring Aunt Ethel into it, lie, give them false hope. That's what I tell them. Y'all these dusties hear what they want to hear, don't they? You said that just tell you what's on his mind, of course. Subliminal ways to seduce is to literally also read between the lines and answer back accordingly. So if a dusty is telling you, I'm telling y'all to add people to your body count. What's he thinking about over there? Why he looking at me talking about body count? Like he gonna be one of them. Nope. Read between the lines when these dusties start talking, when these dudes start talking, and answer back what they said in between the lines. Answer back what they said in between the lines. When a man asks you when's the last relationship you have been in, he's asking you when the last time you slept with a man. So when was your last relationship? That means when the last time you slept with somebody? When the last time you had some? That's what they asking you. You said 200 years ago. Okay. Oh, why are you single? Why don't you like sleeping with men? That's what they're asking when they ask you why you single. Why you don't like why you don't like sex? Why don't you put up with a man long why don't you put up with a man's bad ways just to get some? What he do so wrong that you had to give up sex on a regular? So I don't do it. Shoot. That you gotta read between the lines when men ask dumb questions. So what do you bring to the table? How long is it gonna take for you to sleep with me and uh as you going half on his bill? So what do you do for a living? So how good is your credit? Because I can't. I'm not. Basically, he's saying how good is your credit? Because his is bad. Okay, here, let's read between this dude's line. Glorifying prostitution. This is what he said. Glorifying being a woman out of my league that I can't afford. So I'm going to call her a prostitute because that's the only time I can afford a woman for 30 minutes at a time. Okay. If you could afford a woman 24/7, you wouldn't have to call them a prostitute. You're only familiar with 30-minute increments of time. You can't afford a woman 24/7, so you got to break it down for 30 minutes. So you're going to refer to the hope of sleeping with a woman for 30 minutes. You're going to refer it to prostitution because you can't afford her 24/7. And you know she ain't dumb enough to sit there roll around with you on your air mattress for free. So you need to compensate her, right? Remember, there's no prostitution without no tricks and johns. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Supply and demand. You want it, they got it, but it ain't free. You can't handle it for 24/7 for the rest of your life, then you better have enough for 30 minutes for whoever's out there responding to your texts and whatever sneaky links you got. Thank you, TL. These dusty bums just want you to acknowledge them. They just want their mama to acknowledge them. I don't think their mothers are too proud, but you know. What you gonna do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Thank you, TL. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're so glad you caught this live before your date tomorrow. Thank you, Brooke. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Welcome. You said women are just benefiting from their existence. Exactly. It's called. You see, when a man tries to call you that, it's because they can't afford you. They can't afford to have you as their woman. So they see you as something that they can't have. You know, and they only have enough to entertain you for 30 minutes if that's what you are. But most women aren't that. So they can't even get you to be a prostitute for them because they don't even have enough money. And you have several options of men who will pay for you for 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Who will provide for you fully. So a lot of men are delusional when they call a woman a prostitute as if they could pay to have a chance. As if you had enough money to have a chance. If most women that have high standards, they require you to have much, much more money than to pay for a prostitute for 30 minutes. So they can't even have that type of woman. They got to go find a crackhead on a corner. Okay. Exactly. Sure. Go find a crackhead on the corner. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you got enough gas money to get over there. Sir, why don't you just go get a crackhead on the corner on payday, or unless you need a payday loan. Some of these dusties have to get payday loans to get a prostitute on the corner. They gotta go get a payday loan to have a crackhead prostitute. More power to y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I bet your mothers are proud. All right. You said we're not the ones with the loneliness epidemic. I know. Don't be sad. Just go get your payday loan and go get your prostitute crackhead on the corner. It's Friday night. They out there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's wonderful. They let you talk to them any type of way too. So they ain't gonna mind that you don't like women. They're not gonna mind that your mama ain't proud of you. They're not gonna mind that you broke. As long as you got their money. That's all that they care about. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Shout out to the SWs out there dealing with these dusties for $20. Okay. What kind of pictures should you post on social media? The pictures that you think are cute. I don't think I would post thirst traps as far as, being too out there. I think I would post more beauty type pictures, lifestyle type pictures versus sexy pictures. You know what I mean? Depending on, what type of following you're trying to build, or if you're trying to lure people in, I would go for more of a classy, cutesy, pretty beauty oriented type of thing. Okay. Unless your social media is your way to make money and have business, then, You know what? If y'all looking for prostitutes, it's Friday night. People got their checks or payday loans. Just go get somebody for $20 to make you holler. Okay? You ain't gonna find that in here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said a man has his choice because there's more women than him, but there's more lesbians now. So them women are with each other. They don't want y'all brokenness. If they want an over emotional, if they want somebody over emotional that's in their feminine era, they just go get a woman, which is a lot of them are. They don't want y'all. Y'all ain't got enough money. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You think just because there's more women than there are men, they still want a dusty? You think the overpopulation of women are fighting over dust? Have you not been reading these? How many married men are dating single women? How many women are with each other? How many women are single and dating several men at the same time and collecting their money? Do you think somebody really wants to fight over some dust? Do you think somebody's really lined up for some dust? Okay. A woman would rather date a man that has a roster and money and can take them to nice places and pay bills than some dusty man that can't do nothing for them. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Dusties be mad because don't nobody want them. Let me tell you how to get a woman to want you, Dusty. Go get some money, some real money, and stop complaining all the time. And focus on your finances. Okay, then you'll have no more problems. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Mm-hmm. All right. You said you're online complaining about being single. Is that what you heard? Let's read between them lines. A Dusty waltz in SheRaSeven's live assumes she's single and are mad and ranting about it. Read between the lines. What do they want? What is their hidden desire? They wish I was single. They want to be the answer to my problem. They come here to solve my problem of being single. But they can't because they don't have no money. And plus, I'm not single. So men naturally are problem solvers. They want to solve problems. They assume you need help. They assume you need them. Let's read between these lines. He's mad because I don't need him. He's mad because I'm not single. He's mad because I put him in his place and told him to go get some more money. So therefore, they automatically come in here and they automatically think women need them. They automatically think women with high standards or impossible standards are single. They automatically think that if you're not doing something for them or giving them something for free, that you're difficult and hard to deal with. Instead of looking at the real problem, which is themselves, that they need more money to afford a woman that they're attracted to, instead of the ones that they're not attracted to, who they have to walk 5 feet in front of when seen out in public with. Instead of understanding that, they're going to come in here and try to bring you down to their level because they can't get on yours. And they can't understand or fathom a man having enough money, having enough, ability to provide to even reach those standards. So he automatically thinks they're impossible and that you don't deserve them because he can't give them to you. Men always thinking about what they can do. And if they don't think they can do it, they don't think other men are doing it. So you got to read between these Dusty's lines. If he ain't got it, he ain't got it. Go find someone that wants you for exactly who you are right now, sir. Whatever you're making on your job, whatever you're making as your paycheck, go find a woman that is looking for that. Because her standards may not be as high as our standards over here. She might just want a good man that comes home every night, pays some of the bills, half the bill, one of the bills, and just tells her she's the one. Okay? Maybe that's what you need. You don't need nothing over here. Okay? Go elsewhere that your money can afford. Mm-hmm. So, so someone said, go find a Pygmisha. Exactly. Go find Pygmisha. She'll give it up to you for free and buy you some food. She'll take you out to eat and take you home. Go find Pygmisha, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm serious. You know the women you don't want, the ones that want you, the ones you don't want, that's the ones that's going to do for you. Why should a man marry you? Because you're what they want. Okay. You said you'd pimp slap me. I don't think you have enough pizzazz to be a pimp. You don't have that Cat Williamness to you. You have like I'm broke type of energy. So I don't think that you could really pull off being a pimp, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're seeking the approval of women and you're arguing back and forth with women. Pimps don't do that. You already failed number one. All right. But keep trying. You might get it. Keep trying. There's always hope. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do I think about living alone in your 20s? Do you have enough money to live on your own in your 20s? I don't like struggle, so I'm not finna live alone and struggle. I need to be comfortable, have money, being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't like struggle. So if it involves any type of struggle, the answer is no. I mean, you could always like live at home until you have enough money, or you can have roommates that are, you know, decent and y'all get along. Thank you, Magpie Sprinkle Sprinkle. You could care less about the marriage. You just want the money. I like space. If I get lonely, I'll buy a dog. Okay, Magpie. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some people don't need marriage. They just need money. Okay. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. And these Dusty's gonna learn not to come in here acting stupid. Anyway. Mm-hmm. You said you can only speak for yourself with your fake lips. Many women in here got fake lips, and they will say the same thing I say with their fake lips too. Go get some more money. Did you hear that? Could you read my fake lips? Go get some more money. You're too broke to be up in here. Don't nobody want you. You too broke. You can't impress us. Okay? Money impresses us. You trying to impress us with no money, you in the wrong place. Go find the videos with the bonnets. The pygmies on there. Okay? That's for you. You said money is the word of the day. Yes, it is, ma'am. She said fake lips cost money. They sure do. Fake lips, fake hair, fake everything costs more money than you make in a month. That's why you can't afford it. You should already see these lips, this hair. You already know you can't afford that. Go away. Okay. This is the real inflation right here. Goodbye. Right. How are you going to insult somebody with something that costs more than you earn in a month? Shira, what should we be doing on weekends if looking for a provider? Getting out early in the morning, doing some rich activities on the rich side of town. Okay. Okay. You said men is not going to pay for no stupid bee like you. Okay, sir, whatever you say. Whatever makes you sleep at night on your air mattress. Whatever helps you get through your broke day. Whatever helps you get through the broke day. Hold on, I'm going to wind this clock up. Oh my goodness. Y'all hear it? It's ticking. The time is wrong on there though. But look how it does. Isn't that cute? Yeah, he's slow. He talking about morals when he calling women BS. Yeah. Why are you so, I don't understand why he's so triggered. There's so many women out here that are looking for a good man that don't have no money. So many pygmies out here just wish they could claim something. Okay. Yeah. You said have a broke day. Exactly. What do you do if a once provider becomes comfortable and provides less? Get another one. Add one to the roster, ma'am. Okay. It's like when an employee starts slacking off, you start interviewing new people. After you told them a couple of times you need to do better, you need to start interviewing new people. The heck? Get dressed, get up, go out, Don't tell him where you're going. He's going to be like, what was she doing? What? You need something. You got to go get it. Okay. Mm-hmm. How do you, what? He tried to beg you for a relationship, but was too broke. Oh, poor thing. He got to go get some money first. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Okay. You know what, ladies? If you want to help these men, you need to refocus their priorities. Keep asking them about their career. Keep asking about their financial intelligence. Refocus them back on earning money if they're too broke to be dating. Why? Because their priorities are out of order. How are they going to impress you if they can't afford you? That's number one. So you need to, like, when broke men start to try to talk to you, if you're trying to be nice, and redirect them back to career, money, and streams of income. Don't even entertain them as a contender. Okay, just start suggesting stuff like how to earn money and enroll back in school, or second jobs and whatnot. Don't even entertain them as an option. Thank you, Rosie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You just met 40-year-old. You're 26. He's told you to text him on WhatsApp. He has paid for your gas. He has sent me money, brought you food to work. What does that mean? It means he's 40. You're 26. He paid for your gas. How much money he done gave you, girl? I wouldn't eat no food brought to me from no strange man that I really don't know. Also, and unless y'all go out and you see somebody prepare the food and give it to you, hand it right to you. I don't know if I trust food from some. Okay. Anyway, he's 40. He's trying to impress you. You're 26. It means that he can't impress women his own age with the type of money a 40-year-old woman wants. So he's trying to impress a 26-year-old with some gas, a little change, and some DoorDash. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, if it's saving you money, collect, but don't take him seriously. He's not doing enough. Okay. If you could add some bills to that, great. If you can pay some car notes, wonderful. Okay. But that is very, very bare minimum. But it's better if you can save your money and allow him to keep doing it. Don't sleep with him. Don't commit. Don't get in a relationship with him. Just allow him to keep giving you stuff without you giving him nothing. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because that's literally the bare minimum. That's literally what he needs to do just to keep you to text him the next day. You get it? So as a 40-year-old man, he's doing nice things, but it's not impressive. All that's buying him is the next day of communication. That's literally it. So let's say he pays for your gas. That's going to buy him a text tomorrow. Let's say he sends you some Cash App money. That's going to buy him a text again tomorrow. Let's say he brings you food and you trust and you're going to eat it. That's just going to allow him to bring you some more food tomorrow. That's literally it. He's not getting anywhere unless he does something major that you can't do for yourself. Can you buy your own gas? Yes. Can you buy your own food? Mm-hmm. He need to do something you can't do. He's supposed to be benefiting you, not doing the same thing as you can do. You see? So you need to ask for something bigger. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And none of that stuff is adding up. Every day it starts over until he can thoroughly impress you one big time. You know what I'm saying? So he's buying food, sending Cash App, buying you gas. None of that stuff is adding up. Each day it starts over. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said get on the phone with you. For what? I don't talk to dust. Don't nobody want to talk to no dust. I don't want to get no dust in my ear. Okay. Don't nobody want to talk to you. You broke. Let's interpret this and read between the subliminal lines of this. He wants to give me his phone number. Each number is $200. You can buy one at a time. You can go get your payday loan. You can do whatever you need to do. Each digit is $200. Okay. Every time I give you a digit, you come back with some $200. There you go. And it might be the wrong number. You might have to start again. Sure, did you know? No, I didn't know any of that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't really partake in gossip. I partake in money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. He said he will pay $100 for your credit card. Okay, well, that's a start. Maybe he'll pay a little bit more next time, a little bit more next time. This is a start. Get you some money out of it. All right. What time is it? I got to go in a few minutes. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why can't, oh, I don't know. Sometimes super chat is weird, or y'all are using weird words that they're not letting go through. So try to use different words or abbreviations or something. Okay. How do you make him keep his promises? Okay. As soon as a man promises you something, look him in his eye. This is how you subliminally make someone keep your promise. I know I tell y'all not to take promises to get money the same day, but if y'all are adamant about making a man keep his promise, whenever he promises you something, if you're in his presence, look him in the eye and ask him to repeat it. I'm so sorry. Say that again. And he's going to be like, I promise A, B, C, and D. It's like, really? You promise? Hold that. When you say the word promise, like grab and squeeze his hand when you say the word promise. Really? You promise? If he's lying, you're going to be able to tell right then and there. His eyes are going to get shifty. He's going to start getting nervous. He's going to start stuttering or whatever. If he don't even plan on doing it. All right. If it's over the phone, it's like, can I get that in writing? With the signature, like act like you don't believe him. Then he's going to have to try to prove himself. Okay. Rules on men flying to me. Okay, they got to get their own hotel and they still got to take you out on a date that's impressive. Thank you, BB. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate that. What do you choose between engineer and welder? Both. Sprinkle, sprinkle. More money. How do you subliminally keep a man contacting you? Is this a subconscious level? On a subconscious level. Okay. If he likes you, he's going to want to keep communicating with you in some form or some way. Every time you leave the conversation, leave it unfinished. Okay. Like, don't say goodbye. Don't text goodbye. Don't have like hello and goodbye texts. Leave them hanging most of the time. And it's not really ghosting if you continue, or y'all are going to continue the conversation later. Okay. That way, when they go back to look at your text, they're going to see something unfinished or unanswered, and they're going to try to contact, okay? So can we turn off the clock, please? Oh, that's bothering y'all? I'm so sorry. I'll put it under here. I can't stop it from making that sound till it runs out. Thank you. Y'all see what it did? It calmed that dusty down, didn't it? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway. Told you. You like it? I got that at an antique shop. Yeah. If you go to your antique shop, you might can find one of those type, or maybe you can find one online. Thank you, Goddess Laurel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you stop yourself from chatting so much? You got to be strategic going in. Your whole thing is not to chat, but to gather information. If you're there to gather information, you have to talk less. So write a list of stuff down that you need to learn about this person, and be strategic when you are conversating with them to allow them to speak more than you speak, so you can gather your information, your points, your things that you're trying to figure out. And when you go into any type of conversation like this, you're consciously not going to be over speaking, because you're going to be too busy listening and trying to gather information. Okay. So it's kind of like conversation bingo. Have a list of stuff that you are trying to point out in the conversation or pick up on in the conversation. Only say things that lead to the answers from them that you're trying to gather. Do it in a way that's not obvious, and then you'll be a better listener and less talkative, because you're trying to gather information. Okay. You said, why do men hate when you're tit for tat with them? Because you're competing with them and they can't impress you. And if you're winning, it's even more emasculating to them. Okay. But what if you have a fear of dead air? Then you need to learn how to seduce with body language, because you can speak without speaking. Watch the video from the beginning. I give a bunch of examples. Okay. Thank you, Goddess Laurel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ways to make money as a woman and use your femininity, since money is feminine. By looking good. First off, it starts off small if you don't know how to do it. By looking good every day. Every day, look good. You're going to get more generous offers. You're going to get more people trying to give you stuff for free. It starts off like that. And then ideas are going to start to roll in. People are going to start to do more for you if you need help. You're not going to be afraid to ask for help if you're feminine, because you already know the answer is most likely going to be yes. And that's how the money starts rolling in. You're not in your masculine. You're not chasing. You're not worried. You're using that feminine energy because you know how powerful it is. Sorry, y'all. Y'all there? So sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, it did freeze. It was weird. I think there was some lightning or something. Okay. Let's get ready to storm. Mm-hmm. Okay, what was I saying? Where was I? I totally forgot. Revived by the sprinkle. Okay, yeah, feminine energy, how to make money. Okay. You're going to be more confident in your feminine energy, and you're going to use it in every opportunity, and ideas and people are going to offer you more naturally because you're a natural receiver. Okay, so start from there, and then everything will go from there. New ideas are going to present themselves, new opportunities will present themselves, new offers, people giving you free stuff, people wanting to pay for you. It's going to come in there, and then maybe you'll figure out a business idea or a way to make money with all the things that are unfolding. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Like sometimes people just ask you to do something for them and they'll pay you. Like, for example, whatever your hobby is or whatever your, talent is, they'll be like, oh, well, that sounds lovely. Well, could you do that for me? I'd pay you. Oh, really? I, yeah, you make beautiful flower arrangements. I'd buy one from you. They don't really care. They just want to give you something. You know what I mean? So a lot of women start their businesses in that way. People just want to be in their presence. People just want to be around them. People just want to give them something. So they say, okay, well, if I'll do this and you can just make me a little flower arrangement, or I'll do this and you can just, do this. And then that's how lots of businesses get started, feminine businesses anyway. Or they'll tell you what you should do. Oh my gosh, you should totally do this. You could get so much money. Mm-hmm. How to be feminine when he asks for more attention. Okay. Say, oh, if you're feeling a little bit vulnerable or in need for some attention, why don't we go name something that costs money? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Name something that costs money. Attention costs money. Time is money. Okay. Name something that costs money when he wants attention. Suggest a place to go that costs money where you can pay him more attention. Okay. Um, so y'all, yeah. Thank y'all for the sprinkle, sprinkle anyway. I'm going to be wrapping this up in a few minutes. I don't know. This weather is getting a little weird out here. Mm-hmm. You said, okay, let's get a massage. See, that's a good idea, Kay. Yeah, y'all need more attention. Okay, well, I'll sign us up for a couple's massage. Give me your credit card. Said, is there a tornado? Girl, I don't know. I don't even want to check the weather. It looked like it's something. Who texted? Okay. It's very windy. That's the problem. It's very windy. Wind gusts are up to 34 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. He said, how to turn it into money when he asks for a picture. What kind of picture? If it's just a regular picture of a face selfie or something like that, just send him a cash app. But any other type of picture that's not appropriate, you're not going to send those. Okay. If y'all don't need to be out here sending inappropriate pictures to these men, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If it's not appropriate for social media, you don't send it to them. Okay? Just send them your Cash App first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You said, how can you start attracting provider men if no one approaches? You have to. Okay. Rewatch the video from the beginning if you haven't been here since the beginning, because I give y'all a bunch of subliminal ways to seduce and to lure people in. This is the art of being feminine, being able to seduce and lure in. You got to work on it. Thank you, Lucky. You recently lost weight and men are noticing you, approaching you. You get so nervous when it happens. Tips for how to flirt when someone approaches. Smile and understand that you're attracting them and that they're there to give you something. So request something from them. Okay? They're approaching to give you a drink. They're approaching to, show their interest in you, and they may want to take you out on a future date. So they're there to bring you something. But focus on that. See what you can get. Okay. Okay, so ladies, y'all need to start learning body language. Y'all need to start learning how to attract, how to lure them in, how to read between their lines so you would know exactly what they're trying to tell you in a subliminal way. And you need to learn how to look like you got options. You need to learn how to make them chase instead of always trying to cater to them. Okay. If you're having trouble being approached, how often are you going out? Do you look like you even want to be approached? Are you attracting or are you giving off desperate energy? You know what I'm saying? You got to think about all of those things. You said, how are you mentally today? I am decoding, giving out subliminal information on how to get these men's wallets. I'm doing quite well because I'm doing what I do best. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How do you have the chase when they won't? Okay, Erica, wrong one. If they're not chasing, that's not for you. The ones that's chasing, that's for you. And they better have some money with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the wrong targets. Y'all, this is what y'all think. Y'all see a man. Oh my gosh, I like that one. I want him to chase. That's not how it works. Here's how it works. They chase you if they want you. You don't even notice or care if they're not chasing. They don't exist if they're not chasing, baby. They don't exist if they're not chasing you. You're in the wrong environment. You got the wrong type of targets. Okay. You got to get somewhere where men are going to chase. You know where they got some money. Get in there. Stop getting around places where men think they're the prize and look better than all these women out here and thinking they're the woman. Okay. Get around some old school men that have got some money that can afford to pay for you. Get around that every day, not once a week, every single day. Get around it. Eventually, somebody's going, excuse me, ma'am. You look very nice today. You know what I'm saying? You can't go out once a week when all the workers are going out on the weekend. That's not where the rich people hang out. If they're not approaching, you got to be out there every day. every day. Somebody gonna see you and they're gonna think you're cute and they're gonna say something to you. But you can't be out there once a week on the weekend when everybody else is. That's not where you're gonna find them. Where to get nice quality lounge sets for home, online or anywhere online. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's the person that makes the outfit looks cute. Okay. It's the person that makes the outfit look cute. As long as it's matching or decent material. You're at home. It doesn't even matter. Wherever you go, ma'am, it doesn't even matter. YouTube has countless hauls of videos for loungewear. Go give them some money. Okay. I like looking at those hauls though. Like I don't mind looking at people's like YouTube hauls for like certain types of clothes. That's where I always find my stuff. Like oh, cute loungewear haul. Something will pop up on YouTube and I'll look and I'll click in the links, give them their little royalty, 2%, 3%, whatever they earn off of it, and 5 or something. Okay. Okay, Brooks says this man is determined to make me feel like I don't appreciate him. Okay, well, tell him you don't. Listen, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to give them props on doing the bare minimum. And if that's not what impresses you, they can't make you impressed by the bare minimum. If you're not appreciative for what he's doing to you, obviously it's the bare minimum to you. You ever thought about that? If you're not automatically, naturally appreciative towards what he's doing, it's the bare minimum. Can you do the same stuff for yourself? Then he got to do more. He can't force you to say, oh, thank you so much for doing the bare minimum. He can't force you to do that. He got to go above and beyond. He might be used to pick Misha, thanking him for doing a bare minimum, but that's not you. So if he's determined, say, you know what? Thank you for doing the bare minimum. I really appreciate it. Get him a card and do it. Go ahead and get you a little greeting card and everything. Make sure it's nice on some nice cardstock. Get you a nice good old pen and write him a nice little letter. Thank you so much, whatever your name is, for doing the absolute bare minimum. I truly appreciate all the bare minimum things you do for me daily. Without you, I don't know what I would do. Love, such and such. Put it in a nice card, give it a little kiss. Spray some perfume on it and everything. We'll write his name, put a little heart on it. Here, baby. Well, what's this? It's to show you my appreciation. Oh, okay. You finally come around and show me the appreciation. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dusty, for doing the bare minimum. I really appreciate you. Love, such and such. All right. Thank him for doing the bare minimum. Because that's all he's doing. Thank you for doing the bare minimum. Appreciate you. Here you go, the card. You said what's considered the bare minimum? That is all up to the individual. How high are your standards, ma'am? Some people's bare minimum is some people's highest standards. Some people's highest standards are some people's bare minimum. It just depends on what you expect or what your standards are. Some people just want you to claim them in public. Some people want you to do many, many, many things. It just depends. Some people, oh, who is this? Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lena. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Lena sent me another caption. Hey, girl. I don't know if she's still here. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Lena. I appreciate you. I got a little heart on a Cash App. Or Leanna. I'm calling you the wrong thing. Miss Leanna. Miss Leanna, thank you. Okay. Okay, let me read some of these. I'm almost getting ready to go in a few minutes. You said you're naturally thin and tall. Should you go out to the gym to work out? How tall are you? I'm tall too, but you know, do what you want, man. Do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel good. Yes. You said, and women should stop being lustful. Look, I have no judgment, but if you're not benefiting from it, that's the only thing you should be doing if you partake in anything. It needs to be beneficial. That's all I'm telling you. So that's why I always tell y'all don't lay down when nothing broke. Why not find a guy you actually like and got money? Well, if they like you a lot, you're probably going to like them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about if you like them or not, it's just how much they like you more. So, for example, if a man likes you 10 times more and you like him one time, you like him, you know, okay, but he likes you a lot. That's going to be a better dynamic for that woman in the relationship because she's going to be able to get whatever she wants and be treated good. And the man is going to think that he's dating out of his league. So he's going to feel happy. It's going to boost his ego and his masculinity. He's going to do more for her. So the dynamic needs to be, she need to like him a little bit and he need to like her a lot. And he need to have some money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said because you liking them does nothing for you. Exactly. You said, should you show less cleavage when you go out? Yes. I mean, you could show a little bit, but don't be doing too much. Okay. Okay, this man said he's no longer putting in effort and you got rid of him the same day. Good for you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you told your dusty dad about Shera and he just got an amazing job changing lives. Okay, lucky, sprinkle, sprinkle. Congrats to your dad. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what this man said he's no longer put, okay, I already read that one. When you go into your other channel, I don't know. Whenever I feel like it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I go when I feel like it. When Kanye West do something else crazy, maybe I'll go on there and talk about it. All right. You said it's the only thing that makes you feel better all day. Ha 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 ha. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Emily. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all want to know who who's very genius also at Subliminal. Kanye or Ye. Anyway, that's more for my other channel, because some of y'all, it's gonna go right over y'all's heads, because he's very subliminal and hilarious and crazy in a good way. All right. He said he already did some foolishness last week. Exactly. But I think if y'all watch his interview, the last interview that he did with that black outfit on, he literally explains himself. And yeah, just watch the whole thing. He's literally explaining himself, even for dummies. You don't even have to decode it. Just watch that interview and listen to what he's saying very carefully. Okay. Yeah. I think one of the things that people didn't hear in that interview, when people ask why he's wearing those hurtful symbols, why he's wearing those things. And what he said is, when you pay artists, when you pay rappers, when you pay artists to promote and to popularize, these aren't his exact words, but this is what he said. When you pay artists and rappers and make them sign contracts to promote the pain and the suffering and the generational curses of their culture, it's very hurtful. It's a symbol of being hurt. When you like glamorize ratchetness, when you glamorize being ghetto, when you glamorize doing drugs, it's a symbol of growing up in poverty, and it's a hurtful symbol when all you see are stereotypes, ratchets, twerking. You know, you're exploiting and showing us symbols of our pain. So he wants to show them symbols of their pain, something that triggers them. Because I guess people that are trying to do better and do more in life don't want to see the cycle of poverty continued in certain cultures and popularizing being ratchet and whatnot. So he's just showing them how it feels from his side of the story. And that's what he explained in the interview. And now it makes sense, but it's not right or wrong, but it's still not right to pay people to popularize poverty mind, to popularize doing drugs and keeping people at a lower level instead of teaching them better. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do. So I feel like he explained himself good enough. I don't know. People might not understand it, but he said what he said. I don't think people should be pushing ratchet culture onto people that are supposed to be growing. You know what I'm saying? When people get contracts, they're in desperate situations and they'll do anything that they're told because they so much want to get out of poverty cycle as well. Okay. But at the same time, they're also putting people back into it. So I think he feels like that should not be popularized, and people's pain and suffering and ratchetness and poverty cycle and generational poverty cycle should not be glamorized. That's why he's glamorizing the pain of others so he can show others how it feels to glamorize pain and suffering and what do you call it? Poverty mind, struggle of drug addiction, stuff like that. Over promiscuity, things like that. You said he need an exorcism. That, I mean, he wants you to think he needs one, but like, you know, that's all part of it too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But that's more for my other channel. I can go super deep over there to where y'all will really understand it. But very interesting what he's trying to do. He takes it to the extreme because he knows it's going to keep his name in people's mouth and his message up for discussion and, you know, da 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 as well. So watch the beginning of the video. There's so many good things in there. Get your pen and paper ready. If y'all are just tuning in, I'm getting ready to go. That was my cue, but definitely watch the video over. I will see y'all on the next one. If y'all want to sign up for my Patreon, it's linked in the description bar. Sign up for tier 2 and up, and y'all can message me. Don't send me a whole paragraph, maybe about 3 sentences, and I'll answer you back within a day or two. Also, thank y'all for being members. If y'all are members, appreciate y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All my social media is down in the description bar. Scroll down towards the bottom. You'll see my only TikTok that I have. I know there's a lot of people out there posting stuff, but I only have one, and that's the only one that I go live on. And I also have a verified Instagram where if you want to send me some information about some type of promotion or whatever, that's where you're going to find me at, or my Patreon. Most definitely. So I will see y'all soon. Thank y'all.